a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello everybody. It's Colby and welcome to Psychic Rebel Live. How is everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well and you're excited. We are going to take some callers tonight, so make sure you give us a call, 323-992-3115. And it's going to be a really fun show. I got a Jersey peep in the house, which is always my favorite type of person. And he's fantastic medium. I mean, this guy will blow your socks off. And I am so lucky, John. I actually got to work with him in New Jersey a couple months ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. We had the best time.
Each other then in Jersey?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I didn't know him when I lived in New Jersey, but I met him through Lisa Williams.
Oh, yeah.
And I just always admired his work. I got to see him and I just thought, wow, he's just on so many levels, like a professional level, a personal level. I just really resonated with how he worked. Sure. And I just snatched him up. And so we had the best time in New Jersey. And so I thought, I'm going to have him on the show because, this guy is great. And he's got a really incredible story about how we can turn our life around and how we can kind of go from the depths of despair and hopelessness to really find our purpose in life and create an amazing healing message for other people and create an amazing life for ourselves. So I think he represents a lot of hope also. So
we need that now, right?
We definitely need that now. And so I would love to kind of talk about him a little bit. He's an intuitive counselor. He's a life coach. He's a psychic medium. He is from New Jersey, and I do consider him a good friend of mine. So I would love everyone to say hello to Anthony Mrocka. Hi, Anthony.
Let's get him on. Hey, Anthony, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, you sound wonderful. Hi, Anthony. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks for that great introduction.
Yeah. Well, it's all true. It's all true. And I'm just so happy to have you here tonight. And thank you so much.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me too.
So what I wanted to talk about is, I do know you share your story a bit about overcoming addiction and what that meant for you, and then kind of getting that calling to work for spirit. So I wanted to see if you don't mind kind of talking to the viewers and letting them know, what was that process like? Like, what was it like being in addiction? And did you feel like you had something more? Did you just kind of struggle to get out of addiction? Like, share that a little bit with us if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem. I mean, and it is a big part of my story, so I don't really have a problem ever sharing about it. I guess, I was a hardcore drug addict. I mean, there's no other way you could really say it. I was addicted to, designer drugs. I grew up right outside of Manhattan. I got really big into the nightclub scene in Manhattan. So all the partying and stuff that comes with that. By my age, by 20, I was already in my first rehab. And I just didn't go to one. I wasn't like a first-time winner, as they would say. I went to multiple rehabs. I went to a couple different halfway houses. I just always struggled. I really just always struggled. So I would get sober for a little while, and then I would go back out. I would, relapse and go back out, and then continue on that destructive path. And, then I would get sober again and yada, yada, yada. Once you get sober once and you have like a taste of a good life or actually feeling good without drugs, it's easier. I don't know if it's easier, but you get that taste of what, you could have a better life. And so, you go out, you relapse, and then you come back and, you do this crazy pattern, really. It's a really crazy pattern. But
it's like a cycle.
I mean, ultimately, it's a harsh cycle, really. I mean, I always say this too. I feel as though, I don't believe in, heaven and hell. I don't believe that there's a hell. I just believe that we all go to the spirit side of life. But my definition of hell is that we can walk it on earth, or
right.
our own experience of it on earth.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I've been through hell. I've been through I've been shot at by police. I've been in jail. I've been in institutions. I've done everything, and but thank God, by the grace of God, I really should say, I did find AA. And again, I stayed sober for 6 years, and then I decided to go back out again. And it's funny, as I look back now, kind of, I see it as there was a purpose there even for that, because in the 6 years that I was sober, this was in my 20s, and I was doing a lot of stuff. I was helping a lot of people. I was, in AA. I was taking people through the steps and stuff like that. So I was a sponsor and helping other people. But really, like me going back out really brought me to my knees this time, these couple of years that I went back out there. And when I had gotten sober that time, that's when everything started to happen for me. That's when mediumship started to happen. That's when these really weird, odd things, when I had gotten sober, that's the last time again, that's when everything started happening for me. I can't explain it. I don't know why. I didn't ask to be a medium. I just started to surrender. I started to pray. I literally got down on my knees, even though I don't think that you need to get on your knees to pray. But I really just surrendered my life to God, or what my belief of God is, and things started to align, and weird stuff. I started hearing things that weren't of this world, and it just was like a really weird synchronistic pattern, that teachers started showing up, and people started coming out and saying, "Oh, this is what I am, and I want to help develop you," and for nothing. And I had a skeptical mind, absolutely skeptical mind. I remember seeing John Edwards on TV about 15 years ago, crossing over, and I remember clicking on the seeing it once, and I was sure those were paid actors in the audience, and so I switched the channel, and then here, years and years later, I'm having this stuff starting to happen to me. But realistically, again, listen, anyone that's been through addiction, anyone that's fighting addiction or battling addiction right now, it's something that I'll live with for the rest of my life. It's something that
are you afraid, like, because now you have a family, you have so much, I hate, as cliche as it sounds, but so much to live for, but there's also a lot of responsibility. Now this isn't just about you. This is, about you and your family. Do you, because it is an addiction, do you ever fear that it could come back, or that you would have a relapse, like even now, or do you just know that could never happen?
No doubt. Well, there's one thing I want to be real clear on too, is I don't identify really anymore as, like, I guess people would used to say that I was like the AA poster child in my area or something like that. Okay. Like my wife would say that when she first met me. So, but I did in 2012. I walked away from AA only because of my own spiritual practices. Yeah. I'm not suggesting for anyone. I'm not telling anything to do. AA gave me my life back and all that other good stuff. But I started seeing it in the sense of, I'm a big with meditation, and besides just being a medium, I'm big with self-development, or going inward with the inward spirit. And I started just to see for myself that the I am, that was coming out, and that was big. And I would hear things in meditation that I wasn't born with this disease, that, I had learned it, through patterns and everything like that.
Right.
So I started to really try to go deep and heal myself. But I will say this, yes, the disease of addiction, right, it does not, discriminate. It doesn't matter if I have a family now too. Listen, I can make a choice today and go out tomorrow, get hooked on Adderall again, and be up for 3 or 4 days straight and not care about my family, because that's how insane it can become. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, it's I always called it an ism. I have an ism in me, like an internal spiritual malady. Ism. Okay. That's what I always used to say. And so, yeah, can I fear it? I think I do fear it, because I would never want to, listen, I never want to go back to where I was ever. Yeah. But, I have 2 kids now. I have a wife and everything else, and everyone depends on me. But I've seen people go back out and just
do it,
ruin their families. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But do you feel... Like, how does because you said before, hey, I had a little taste of it, and, but now, this is what you do, is you teach this work, you really, you are a full-time psychic medium. I mean, this is your life, right? This is your calling. Do you feel a sense of peace and happiness with that now?
There's no doubt when I can connect someone to a loved one. I mean, that's really always my passion. I always say my passion's the dead, my passion is the deceased. When I can connect a family to someone that they're missing and provide, good evidence and so on and so on, that feeling is like no other feeling in the world. No drug can give you that feeling, really, because it's a feeling of sense. It's a feeling of purpose. Mm-hmm. It's a feeling of serving, and that's kind of the same. It's interesting that you just brought it up. I never even thought about that, because it's kind of the same thing in, when I was in AA and we're supposed to help the newcomer. You go out and you extend your hand to extend your hand to new people and people that are struggling through alcoholism or drug addiction, whatever. And so you're serving in a different way. I'm just serving in a different capacity now. So
right.
It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling to do what we're able to do, and I think that's probably why I probably don't associate, or I was able to walk away from AA in some capacity, because like you said, every time I serve or every time I read, I'm trying to do it to the best of my ability and in integrity and truth.
Yeah, it is. I will say, I mean, I have not explored any recreational drugs or anything, but I will say, I always say connecting to a loved one, it is the most amazing high that you can experience, because that love and that healing and that we're all connected and that our loved ones really do live on. They really are around us. And the fact that it's proven to us, like, I mean, how many times, Anthony, in a reading, is it proven to you the evidence of spirit, right? It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I mean, I love when I get surprised. You're like, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, like blows Yoss away too. I'm like, whoa, are you serious right now?
Yeah. It's fantastic. But we have a caller actually in queue. Would you like to take a caller, Anthony?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So what is the area code?
So the first one we have is 814. I believe it's Linda from Pennsylvania. Let's see.
Okay. Hi, 814. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Linda.
Hey, Linda. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Okay, well,
thanks so much for taking my call.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we are very, very lucky tonight that we have Anthony Mrocka. He is a professional psychic medium, as you know, and wanted to see if maybe you have any questions for Anthony that you would like to ask.
Yeah, actually I do. I listen to your show all the time, but I've never called in.
Oh, thanks for calling tonight.
I was hoping to maybe connect with someone that's crossed over, actually more than one person. I've connected in the past, and I've been very blessed. But recently I feel disconnected. I feel a lot of anxiety. I'm starting to doubt.
Oh, okay.
And I was... Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that.
No, absolutely. Completely know what you mean. And I think we can actually kind of help you along with understanding why sometimes we don't always feel the energy of the loved one around us. There's certain reasons. But Anthony, would you like to connect and talk to Linda?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Linda, it's interesting. You said anxiety, but as I'm actually starting to sit here, I could actually feel like you must be anxious right now or have some anxiety going on in your life, because I just started to feel it. But as I know that you said, I feel as though you're looking to connect with someone in the spirit world. As I shift my awareness here to the spirit side, I have a gentleman that keeps coming around me here too as well. I feel like this is a father to you, to be quite honest with you, or a father figure, so father or father-in-law here too as well. I'm very much drawn to my chest area too as well. So I feel as though when I'm drawn to my chest area, I feel as though there would have been some sort of heart issues with this gentleman too as well. Can you understand who I'm starting to connect in with so far?
I'm not sure, no. The male energy, yes. The father figure, no.
Do you understand the heart issues?
You understand heart issues?
No.
If I'm drawn,
not right
if I'm back, okay, if I'm back in my chest area, I feel like there's issues there then with my breathing towards the end. Could you understand breathing problems towards the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
yes.
like
yes.
And now actually, as he kind of links in here with me stronger. I feel as though it was not just like a little bit of breathing, but he had to like wheeze, or he was wheezy towards the end. Would you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Serious breathing issues. Good. Too as well. Listen, he keeps putting me to the side. So to me, to the side is like a brother or a husband, but I'm not really understanding the exact link with him yet. But I just feel though with him, I know that I'm very connected with you here too as well. So meaning when I'm saying connected, I feel as though there was a very strong mutual love, but also a friendship there too as well. So I feel like you guys were best friends, but also there was a good love there too as well. Can you understand that?
Yeah. Yes.
True?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I also know too as well. For some reason, I know that there was like a knee issue. Either you're having a knee issue or this gentleman had a knee issue. Can you understand that? I also feel though too, knee, like your knee.
A knee?
Yes.
Oh, well, I have somebody that has a knee issue.
In this world
Not
right
the
now.
person that's crossed over. Yeah, that's living.
Okay, so you can connect to the knee issue then.
I can connect to the knee thing. It isn't the person that passed, but
That's
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I can understand it coming up right now.
Okay.
For some reason, he keeps drawing me to my knees. So that's why I'm saying either he had a knee issue or someone here has a knee issue. But it's like a pretty serious thing. That's the feeling that I keep getting around it too as well. For some reason, though, I know and I feel like, listen, I feel like something's coming up or something just passed. So either a birthday just came up or a birthday just passed, but there's something significant around this time right now with the gentleman that's in the spirit world. Would you understand that?
Yeah, his birthday is in a couple days.
Oh, there you go.
That's fine.
There you go.
Because he just keeps talking about like a birthday, like here now, and it's usually when they give me now, it's either just about to happen or just happened. There too as well. For some reason, I'm hearing the name John. Now I don't know if that's his name or it's just he's connecting to someone still here in the living. But can you understand the John?
No, not the John. No.
Or the J. I can't make a J.
Yeah, the J.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yes, to the J.
Yeah, sometimes if I don't get the full name, I'll never be off by the first initial or the gender of the thing. But he's acknowledging that there's a J here too as well. And I do feel like though, for some reason, I do feel like here, I feel kind of quick to the spirit world. So would you understand that he passes quickly to the spirit side of life?
Yes.
Because I feel like he gives me a sense here that I'm here today and then I'm kind of gone, here today, gone tomorrow type thing. And I have a good feeling here too as well. He keeps talking about like he never got to say goodbye. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's like his big thing for coming through right now is he wanted to say goodbye. I know that you've connected with him before and that's fine, but he's using me also too as well to just talk about saying his goodbyes. And he never got to say like, I love you. I love you. I want to talk about kids. So does this gentleman leave kids behind?
He is my child.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that it's your son, isn't it, Linda?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because he keeps I keep wanting to look down as like a kid, and I didn't understand why. So he's your child. That's fine. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm just in my own thing right now.
That's okay.
I understand here too. For some reason, he's bringing me into his room. So I feel like you must still have either his room or there's his room is still set up, or you still have some things around from his room. What is that?
Yeah, I mean, there's his things are here in his room. Yeah.
I feel like here's the thing. When he's bringing me into the room, I feel like you didn't touch things or you didn't change things in his room. Can you understand? Like you still left things the way that they are as he was here. Can you understand that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the room is still the same, right, Linda? Just for the listeners, because we want to also bring in the listeners.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you in that room right now, Linda?
Yeah, wait, don't.
Pardon me?
Oh, all right.
Are you
say that?
I'm sorry, what, Anthony?
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to know, are you in that room right now, Linda?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
I have a lot of things from his room in the room that I'm in now, though.
Okay, great. Okay.
That's fine. I also know too as well with your child here, someone's been going and sitting on the bed and talking to me. Can you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
True. He's acknowledging that someone's been coming into the room, sitting on his old bed and speaking to me out loud. He wants you to know I'm here with you. I hear you. There's just an incredible, it's almost like I want to start crying, to be quite honest with you. There's just an incredible amount of love and thank, but I want to say I'm sorry to you too as well. Would you understand why he would apologize? Because I feel like in some sense he didn't listen to you, or he could have took better direction. What is that?
I mean, I can understand him being sorry, but there was someone else with him, so I think he's, might feel, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Well, I can only give you the feeling that he's giving me. I feel like I want to apologize because I just feel as though I could have did better, or I could have did something different. Like I should have listened in some way. Would you understand that?
The
listening aspect?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I mean, what happened to him wasn't his fault, but that does resonate with me. It's hard to, I know for callers, it's hard to explain, but it does resonate. Yeah.
Okay, as long as you understand it, too as well. I also know that he's been in your dream state. Would you understand that? You've had a dream of him? Someone in the family has had a dream of him. He's come into someone's dreams.
I know that he has come to other people in dreams, not me specifically.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was you, but he's talking about being in the dream. So again, I mean, that's as good as his way of having, walking through the door and having a visit. I don't know who it was, but it had to be someone close to you, though. That's what I'm saying, that he's been in someone's dreams there, to as well. Hold on, and I feel as though, did he not have a great connection with his father?
No, he was very close to his father, and I think that that's who he visits in his dreams. I think my husband has had dreams where he has visited.
If it's not that he's not close to his father, he's just acknowledging dad, because that's what I hear now in my head, dad, and I almost felt the separation there. So in a sense, though, the feeling he keeps giving
that
me,
makes
just wait
sense.
1 second. Oh, you understand that, the separation then?
I do understand that because my husband worked away, so he was gone all week. Do you know what I'm saying? There was a separation.
Yeah.
Gotcha. He gives me a separation, but I also feel like too, as well as I know that dad hasn't taken these things so well. I know that dad's not doing so well, to be quite honest with you. That's what he keeps saying to me. I don't even know I know that it's your husband. I get that, but I think the thing is that he's bringing me, he doesn't even talk. Dad doesn't talk about his feelings, or dad doesn't. You don't even know how hard it is on your husband. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Because I feel, and this is what I keep seeing now in my head. I know that, and I don't think dad's shows his emotions all the time, but he's showing me dad having a good cry, and I feel like he's alone, in his car, to be honest with you. So I don't think that. Again, I don't think that that's something you may know of, but your son's just showing it because he knows dad's not doing too well around it. And not that I feel depression, but I feel depressed with the father. Can you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You had a dog.
That's very accurate.
You also had a dog. You had a dog at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the dog's passed. You understand that?
There is a dog that's passed, and there's also a dog that's here.
That's fine. The reason why he's bringing up the dog, because he's got a dog with him in the spirit world. So he wants you to know that he's met up with a dog. So there must have been a family dog at some point that's crossed there too as well. You must have. There's got to be a grandfather of his to the spirit side.
Yes.
That's fine. That's who I think I started.
Grandfather.
All right. That's who I thought it was father at first. So that's my apologies. But I have an older gentleman that comes here with him. And he he wants you to know that they've met up over there, and he's been kind of looking out for him. I feel like this great grandfather. I feel like though for some reason that he was in the military, or there was military connections there within the family.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yes.
That's fine, because he just keeps showing me the American flag and the triangle, and that's just my symbolism that they were in the military, or there was a military connection to the family. I know. I know that the holidays are coming up, and I know it's always a hard time, so it's cliche to say this, but your son gives me a real sense of feeling that there's just it's never been the same. It's just somber around the holiday times, and the reason why he's coming, bringing that up now, because he wants you to actually celebrate his life and not mourn it. Can you understand that? He wants you to live your life in celebration of his life instead of mourning it and being down all the time about the loss of his life. Would you understand that?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
This is going to be weird, but he gives me a feeling here, and I'll leave you to this last part. He gives me a feeling here that you have some mediumistic tendencies yourself. Would you understand that? Having the ability to connect with spirit. Well, he's bringing it to me, so I'm going to give it to you. Maybe look in your area, maybe take a class or something in that nature. But he's bringing it to me, so that's why I have to leave that with you. It's just like, again, for some reason, he's just saying, "Mom, I love you," but he's also saying sorry. Again too, so I can't change what he's saying, but I have to give you that sorry. I feel like though there's a sorry that I'm sorry that I'm not here no more with you, and I see what's happening. Right. You two as well. He also knows that you've been recently looking at a picture of him and talking to the picture like he was still here having a conversation. Would you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I keep pictures by my bed.
That's fine, because
he's definitely letting you know that he's around.
Absolutely.
So I know.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I have felt that I've connected with him on several different levels, and it just feels lately I feel blocked, but I've been feeling excessive anxiety. So I don't know. Personally, I feel like when my anxiety is at the highest is when they're trying to come through, and for some reason I'm not connecting or blocking it, or I don't know what's going on. So I've just been. That's what made me call tonight, because I needed to feel some extra.
Yeah, and it is about, listen, Anthony kind of right away tapped into him. And so it is so evident and clear that he's around you. And, when you do, I will tell you, Linda, from my personal connection, when spirit is around, my heart races. I do feel anxious. I feel like I'm having a little bit of a panic attack. So just keep in mind that maybe your son is communicating and showing you he's around in just a little bit of a different way these days, right? It may not just be in a voice, or you may not just see a picture. It may be just that feeling that, so, trust yourself and trust that connection, and know that, that he's around, okay? And
yes, I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you taking the time to call in. So thank you so much, and like Anthony said, celebrate the holidays, okay?
I will. I will.
Right.
I try, and you guys too. And thanks again so much for taking my call.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's not easy, Anthony, is it? Like, especially when someone loses a child, that seems like one of the hardest connections, doesn't it? Like, because I don't know what we can say to make them feel better, but we just have to kind of let them know, right?
Yeah, I think there's no greater loss than a child. I tell my wife all the time, God forbid something happens to one of my two kids, like I'd rather commit suicide.
Yeah, but I do know that, it's so nice that you dove right in and got right to the son, and that really does show her that her son is around, and that he's not alone. Yeah. He's got his grandfather with him. So, how about we take another caller? You up for another call?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So what's the area code that we have?
All right, so the next one looks like it's 289 area code.
289. Okay. Hey, 289, this is Colby.
Hi, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You are with Anthony Mrocka, and what is your name?
My name is Madeline.
Hey, Madeline. It's Colby. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Colby. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're really lucky to have Anthony here tonight. So do you have any questions for Anthony that you would like to ask?
If it would be fine, yeah, we had some losses this year, so if anyone is wanting to come through and wish their family a Merry Christmas, I'd pass it along.
Okay, all right. So, well, we'll let Anthony kind of tap in and see if anyone is around. Now, whether or not they want to wish you a Merry Christmas, we can't help that.
It was Madeline, right? Your name's Madeline?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Anthony. Yes.
Hi. Just give me a second here. Let me just kind of see who wants to be here. It's interesting as I shift off and send my awareness here to the spirit side. I'm met by a couple people, I feel, to be honest with you. I feel 3 people, and I don't know if I'll have enough time to go through all of them. But as I asked my first communicator to come in here, I get a presence of a female, actually, that wants to come in here first, too, as well. And I feel as though, as she kind of works in with me here, too, as well, I'm very much drawn to Cancer for some reason. So I feel as though you had someone, a female, that's passed with Cancer there in the family. Would you understand that?
A male with Cancer.
No, I'm usually not off by the gender, so let me just keep working here for a sec, as well.
I could female too. Yeah, that's like a amnesia thing. Just give me a second too.
Female with
yes.
past.
Yes, I can relate. Yes.
Okay, so female passed with Cancer. You understand that there in your family. Feels like an aunt to me, to be quite honest with you, Madeline. But let me just keep working with her here too as well. I also know that there's someone here. I feel a male that goes here too with heart issues to the side to the spirit world too as well. Would you understand a male that had heart issues too as well?
Yes.
You understand that? That's fine. I feel like he's really the one that really wants to come forward and work with me here and be here in our space, and that's fine here too as well. As this gentleman links in here with me, I feel like family was very significant or very important to me, and I don't know what's going on in the family right now, but I feel like those since some passings that has happened, I feel like people just aren't as close anymore, or I feel kind of pulled apart here in the family. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Because he just keeps making mention how the family isn't still together, or the family has kind of went in separate ways here to as well. I also know with this gentleman here, I know that he had issues with getting around towards the end of his life, so I feel his mobility had been taken away from him, or he needed help getting around, like a wheelchair, or people just needed to help him, or a walker or something. Would you understand he had lack of mobility towards the end?
I really get who that is now. I was confused, but now I know who you mean.
Okay, that's good. Who?
His birth,
by the way,
his anniversary of his passing was yesterday, day before yesterday.
No. Don't tell me anything else. Don't take away my evidence. But thank you. Thank you. You said his name was Pat. Is that what you said?
No, that passed.
Oh, passed. Okay, that's fine. Let me just keep working with this gentleman here too as well. It's almost like he wants to come around and like put his arm around you here too as well. So I feel like though you guys had a good relationship, or you guys were you had good talks. I feel like you had talks about life there too as well. Would you understand that?
Yes.
I also feel though too, because I know in these types of readings, these are very short, so I feel like they want to get what they want to say out right away. But he's just talking to me here too as well about there's very much interesting, like there's been a lot of financial concerns around you. Can you understand that in the family?
Yes.
Because he keeps talking about like 6 months to a year, things will turn around for you. 6 months to a year, things will turn around, or there'll be more money coming into the family. That's the feeling that he keeps getting to me here too. And it's Madeline, right? Madeline, your father's in the spirit world?
Yes.
That's fine. All of a sudden, I'm shifted off here, and all of a sudden I hear Dad, and Dad wants to come in here and be with us as well. I'll be honest with you, it's like you have a little party over there because there's a bunch of people over there too as well. But as your dad comes in here too as well, I actually immediately want to actually apologize to you. And the reason why your father wants to give you an apology, he wishes he would have told you he loved you more. Would you understand that coming from your father?
Yes. Thank
Because
you.
it's like your dad was I have a man's man, like a proper man's man here, and he just didn't know how to communicate or through his emotions through voice. So he's just talking to me about, just please tell her I love her, and I'm sorry I didn't tell her more. As he's crossed over and he looks back on life, he's kind of learned his lessons there and wishes he told the family that too as well. Madeline, you have a sister too as well?
Yes.
Because they're acknowledging a sister. Hold on. Actually, you have a sister on the spirit side?
Ah, that would be interesting. I don't know.
Well, no. Then I don't want to put her there. Give me her back. If she's still here, that's fine. The only thing that I hear in my head is sister. So if that's why I said you have a sister, because then your dad's acknowledging another daughter. So that's fine too as well. But actually, he keeps bringing it up. Is your sister here not feeling so well?
Well, she's in Qatar right now, so I'm not sure.
Just double check on that, because I feel like she's not feeling so well, or unless you're the one, there's someone that's been feeling tired and just kind of under the weather, to be honest with you.
I'll take that.
It's you? That's fine, because he's acknowledging the fact of someone not feeling better, and if it's you, that's fine with me, but not that there's a concern around it, by no means, by around your health, but it's like he wants to come in and pick up your spirit. He wants to, pick you up and just pick your spirits up. That's the best way I could say, because that's what he keeps showing it to me as too as well. I know the month of April is significant in the family, so again, it's usually a birthday, anniversary, of passing. It doesn't have to be of his, but someone's still in the living too.
All of the
but you understand?
above.
Say it again?
All of the above.
Okay. So April's a big issue, because he just brings me to April here and acknowledging that too as well. And I feel like you have a big family unit he's talking about. So you must have had a big family?
55 cousins. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big family to me.
Yeah.
But when I'm asking him for his message, he really wants to just bring the family together, because this was a man, even though he didn't say he loved you and stuff, he enjoyed having family together, and he sees how the family has kind of been ripped apart in some way, and he wants to bring the family together. So I don't want to leave it on you and your responsibility, but it's from your father, so I'm going to give it to you. He loves you so much. He wishes he would have told you that. Tell everyone else that he loves them too, and just enjoy the holidays, but try to bring the family back together as best as you can. Can you understand that?
From my heart to yours, thank you.
See, Madeline, you're the one who got the message for Christmas. You see?
Yeah, very much. Thank you.
Yeah, that you're welcome. And I do hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope you start to feel a little better, okay?
You guys, thank you so much for what you do.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for calling in, Madeline, and allowing me to serve.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Yeah, she's a super sweet lady. Yeah, super sweet. And thank you, Anthony. And we don't have much time left, but I do want to just take one quick caller, but it's just we only have like 2 minutes with them. But if you don't mind, one last caller, and then we'll because I want to take a minute and tell people what you're up to and what you're doing, Anthony, and keep people in the loop. So, are you up for just one more quick caller?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
A quick one.
A quick one. Yeah, unfortunately, I know. I'll tell you what. We could go hours doing these, right? And so it is a little hard, but it just lets people know that their connection and their loved one is there. So, John, who's our last caller? What's the
area code 323?
Area code 323. So we're here in Los Angeles. Hello, 323. This is Colby.
Colby, this is Jason.
Hey, Jason. Hi. Thank you so much for calling in tonight. And we have Anthony here, and so it's incredible. I would love to know, do you have a question for Anthony or anything that you want to ask?
I would normally have all kinds of questions lined up. Mm-hmm. I'm so overwhelmed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just overwhelmed by so much.
Okay.
So anything you want to speak to that would be helpful.
Okay.
That's super general. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. What was the question? Just a generalized reading? Is that what you're saying? Or
yeah, he's feeling very overwhelmed, and
Okay.
he's feeling very overwhelmed, and loved ones in spirit also. So just whatever comes to you, whatever you want to do, whether it's a medium connection or a message that you feel like he needs to hear, he's open.
And what was your name again? I'm sorry. Jason?
It's Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Jason, I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to spirit, really, to try to do it so quick. So I just want to feel like what they want to say to you in such a really short period here. I just feel like, though, for some reason here too as well. For some reason, like, again, I know that the holidays are coming up, but I just feel like this time period, or right around the holidays, this is where I get really sad again. I feel like, though, also too as well, is you need to start to believe in yourself a little more. I think that you've been working so hard, or you've been working to try to overcome so many things right now in life, but every time you take a step forward, it feels like you're taking 2 steps back. And even though you can't see the light yet, it's about to come to you. So just keep doing what you're doing, in a sense, and keep working hard at what you're doing. And I feel like there's like some new patterns are about to evolve for you in this new year. Does that make sense to you so far?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Because I just feel like right now, I just know that you're in a tough position, and I've been there before. That's what me and Colby were talking about before. But I just know that, like, right at the new year, like not far into 2017, you're finally going to get the break that you're looking for. So I know that good things are coming. It's just that you just got to keep trudging along right now. I know it's hard. I get it. I've been there. I'm not even talking about do other stuff. I'm talking about even doing the work that I do and leaving a normal job to do this. And it was a struggle at first, but I just know that everything that you're doing right now is leading you to a better place. And you just have to believe in that, have faith in spirit, and continue to pray. You do pray. That's interesting. I said that. You actually been praying, haven't you?
A little bit, yeah. Which is an increase. Yeah.
Just keep praying, because they keep talking, like the spirit world just keeps talking about, we hear your prayers. We hear your prayers. So keep praying. But I know that good things are coming, but it's almost there. You got a little bit longer to go. So again, just keep doing what you're doing. And I know that things are going to turn around for you down the road. And I feel like, though, for some reason, I don't know if you've been looking for a new job or you've been looking for some sort of new work, but I feel like that's coming too as well. So just remember, you're like right there, like you're at like the edge and about to just make it over. So don't worry, and stop beating yourself up. I want to stop beating yourself up. Someone's talking about you've been beating yourself up, so stop beating yourself up.
Okay, I need to learn how to do that, but I will work on that. Thanks.
Yeah, I really want to say like about like self-forgiveness. So it's like you've been carrying stuff around for a really long time. It's time for you to really start to forgive yourself, because you didn't do anything wrong.
Does that help,
Does that make
Jason?
sense?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, that is your message, isn't it, huh,
Wow.
Jason? Oh. Yeah. Sweet. Thank you, Anthony. I know it's, I know it's hard when, Jason, when we just feel like we can't do things, or when we feel like we're up against a wall. And it is just knowing, that, your loved ones are with you, right? And you are working hard. You're working hard on what you're trying to get through, right?
I really am.
You are. You can do this, okay? You can do this. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Anthony's right. It's believing in yourself.
There's been so many obstacles, so I'm aware of the fact that it is a particularly rough year and a half. I've had obstacles that I've never really had before, but I think I'm getting stronger because of it.
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
You can end it right there too with that, Jason, because the obstacles are making you a stronger person. And trust me, when you get to the other side, you'll look back and appreciate, even though it sucks, it's like going through hell. you'll appreciate them because it'll make you so much a better person, and you'll just full of gratitude.
Oh, see, I hope that helps, Jason. I hope that helps, honey.
It does.
Thank
you.
Oh, you are so welcome. Yeah. All right. Well, Anthony, that was incredible. See, it's, I wanted to try to get one more in there. It is tough. I know we've got a 50-minute show and a lot of callers in queue. So, at least I appreciate you taking the call, and I appreciate you talking to Jason.
Absolutely.
And before we go, for anyone who doesn't know, you have an event coming up. It's on December 11th. It's from 3 to 5 p.m. and it's in Valley Cottage, New York. Oh, there's the flyer there. So we're putting the flyer up. They can go to the link, right, Anthony? Get tickets right at the link?
Yes, absolutely. Afternoonwithspirit.eventbrite.com, I think it is.
Oh, looks fun. It looks like it's going to be an event. And then what is your website, Anthony, so our listeners can find you?
The easiest one is www.mediumanthony.com.
Okay. And what about your social media handles? What are they so people can find you and follow you?
Psychic medium Anthony Mrocka. My last name is spelled Mrocka. Everyone always spells it wrong, and that's okay. But that's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Okay. And, I do appreciate you taking the time. Oh, and you have your own radio show. So let's mention that. Evolving Soul with Anthony. And
yes.
When is that on, Anthony?
I'm on the first Thursday of every month. If you go to my website, it will actually, there's a tab there for talk radio or something, and you could, go right to the show and see it and follow it and all that other good stuff.
Okay, so they can go to the show, follow you, follow what you're doing, and keep up with your events. They can also book a session with you, right? You do private sessions?
Absolutely, yes.
And do you do them over the phone or on Skype and things like that?
Yeah, I do. Over the phone. I do Skype and yeah.
Okay.
All that good stuff.
And you do both psychic and medium, yeah?
Yes.
Do you have
absolutely.
A favorite?
Psychic and medium.
Do everyone always asks me if I have a favorite reading or favorite type. Do you have a favorite?
I think I think the deceased is my passion. I think mediumship is really my favorite. It's a higher energy too as well than psychic energy is a little on the lower, denser, compared to when you're connecting to the spirit world.
Yeah,
so mediumship is my favorite.
Is your trick, huh? Is your bag?
Yeah.
Is your passion?
Yeah. Passion.
Is your passion? Yes. Well, I'll tell you, I think it's incredible. Your journey has been incredible, and obviously it's still going. We have so many more years of having you, which is going to be fantastic. But it is showing all of us. We all have a journey, and like Jason did, and like the other listeners. I think we all kind of always have something we're going through, and it is about kind of, like you say, evolving, right? Evolving our soul.
Yes. Everyone has a story, right? We all have our own stuff that we got to go through. And listen, I feel like it's exactly what you just said. It's for the evolution of our soul.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah. And I think even in spirit, I feel like spirit does evolve as well. Do you feel that too?
I think to a point, yeah, but I really think like our life lessons, I do think spirit evolves to a point on the other side, but I really feel like we evolve most here in different lives because we go through the hard times and our struggles and everything else for us to learn. Yeah, we
definitely go through a lot here. My best friend once said years and years ago, she actually thought the earth plane was the hell, that like everybody thinks there's a hell, that she thought this was it, like this was our learning and this is our hell, and so that when we cross over it's kind of pure heaven as we would think.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I hear from them over there when I give readings, And I always ask my guides, they never want to tell me what it's really like over there, but during a reading I always like to ask, what are you doing over there?
Yeah.
And then I get great descriptions of things, but my guides are like, nah, you don't need to know.
Yeah, right. Be patient, and it will all come. Well, listen, thank you so much. For anyone who wants to study mediumship, Anthony actually teaches mediumship. He teaches in New Jersey and around his area there. So please visit his website. You can book a session or take a class from him or go to one of his events. I mean, you've heard him tonight. I mean, he's absolutely incredible. And, it's such an honor to have people like you who serve spirit and serve spirit with such passion. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks again for having me, Colby. You're wonderful.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, you have a great night and have a wonderful holiday season, okay?
You too.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was good. Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. And thanks to everyone for listening tonight. And I will see you in 2 weeks. So have a good night, everyone.